Hey everybody, and welcome to this Friday's 15-minute video blab. I'm Lottie Hearn, the video coach, and with me here is, that you can't actually see, but you will be able to hear shortly, is the wonderful Carole Smith of @synneo marketing. That's SYNNEO, or synneo, actually not synneo, synneo marketing. Sorry, Carole. So say hello, Carole.
I'm going to say hello, but I'm also going to say that I don't know why my camera is working, so apologies. And you know what? I even have my hair lovely today, and I'm not in pajamas, so you're really missing out the effort I made here. But hey ho, what can I say?
Oh,
technology we love.
Yeah, with Carole and I, just for everybody, Carole and I have literally just spent the last half an hour, that's why we were running a little bit late, my clock is out of sync. But Carole and I have just spent the last half an hour trying to work out why her camera can't work. But thank you for getting your hair done, Carole, to come on air with me. I'm sure you look beautiful.
Well, what can I say? Just imagine it as being fabulous is all I'm going to say, okay?
It's always the way, isn't it? It's always the blooming way. Well, I'm going to, I like the fact we've got a couple of new things in Blab that people might notice. We've got a new ability to type in a URL and drop links in here. Oh, heads up, won't show in the recordings and archives. Ah, that's a good point. Doesn't show in the recordings, but it'll show up now for you if I pop a link into the Blab here about what is live stream. So, Carole, that's the topic of conversation today. What is Facebook Live video? Over to you.
Okay. Well, for anyone, and I can see from the people that we have on here, you know, most of you guys are probably already familiar with how Facebook operates. And, you know, last year what we saw Meerkat and Periscope getting on board with this whole idea of live streaming. So in August of 2015, Facebook decided, okay, we're going to do something similar. And they rolled out Facebook Live video so that you could do live streaming. Now, it's kind of inevitable that that's going to happen, because what are we all hearing about in the social media world? It is about video. You know, we've got the vloggers out there, we've got people getting on board and using video. So it makes sense that we're going to see in Facebook a lot more video streaming. At the moment, though, or how typically with Facebook, and even recently, we saw it even with the reactions, they tend to roll out things in a soft launch or kind of a beta test and so on. So what they've done is with their live streaming is they've released it initially to verified public kind of verified pages. They would be public figures and media organizations. So right now we don't have it. So
I saw Carole, actually the link I'm trying to find for you now. If I type into Google what is Facebook live stream or live video, I actually found a newspaper article about how it's only for public personalities at the moment.
Yeah. And some media organizations, they have now done that as well. But that's the first rollout, the first phase of it. So, and I think what that does is for anyone who's a page owner, or you know, somebody who is setting their sights and using this, is we are seeing others using it before us, and from them we can learn how it works, what works best. So it's kind of a look and learn scenario we have at the moment, which is
because actually we're just getting comments here from Amanda Webb at Spiderworking that thought we all had it now. I know, I thought the same thing, Amanda, that it was available to everybody, Joe Publix, and I actually, Carole, I had a go this morning at trying to log on Facebook.
Are you talking about live stream now, or against the
Sorry, say that again, Carole, please.
You're talking about live stream, or you're talking about the Facebook video? Amanda's there, is she? I have it on both. I see that actually, Amanda. Are you talking about live stream?
Oh, you're asking Amanda if she's talking about live stream. Because I had a go this morning trying to see if I could get on there. But the weird thing was, it kept saying to me that, hello, Lottie, you don't have any pages. You have to create a page. And I'm going, hold on a second, I've got my business page. I've got my Confidence on Camera page, which is going to be on there. So it was asking for strange things. maybe it's the fact that if Amanda's getting it, you can get it in the States, but we can't get this in Europe yet, possibly.
Okay, what's that? Amanda's got something via Biz Manager. Sorry, what do you mean by that? Maybe Amanda could just elaborate on Biz Manager, because it's really good, obviously, to have Amanda on here. Amanda, what do you mean by Biz Manager?
Amanda, do you want to jump in and come and tell us, Amanda, if you want to? Then we can have a chat and get Amanda. See if we can get Amanda's camera working. Oh, Amanda is in Ireland, so she can access via the Biz Manager.
Oh no, she is. I think she's in the Midlands somewhere. I think Amanda is, if I'm not mistaken. Good woman.
So we've actually got, while we're waiting for Amanda to pop in, because so Carole, as far as you were aware, we can't get it working yet, or not for you?
Yeah, no, again, I suppose, again, it is something that's been rolled out. So perhaps, yeah, and Amanda's going to prove me wrong on that. But I think they would kind of focus on really what it is, I suppose, really. It is the whole live streaming and why they're doing it and why it's going to be useful for us. So I think if we, when Amanda comes on here, which would be brilliant, she can give us a little bit more information on that. But I think the important thing is to remember is, when we have access to it, is why we're going to use it and how we're going to use it. And that's going to be important for any business owners out there.
Hey, Amanda, thank you very much for joining us here on the 15-minute Video Blab. So Amanda, you have been able to get your video live stream working on your Facebook?
Yes, I had on my personal page, I've had it since Christmas, and I think 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whenever they announced it was going everywhere, it arrived on my biz page as well. But you only get it via mobile. You have to go in through your mobile business manager app. So if you haven't got that up to date, it might be worth updating that, or logging in and then logging out again.
So I know a lot of people have it now.
Amanda, are you on an iPhone or
iPhone?
Android? You're an iPhone, are you? Okay, all right, okay.
So I wonder.
Good too. Thank you.
I wonder if this is something that they're bringing in again, a bit like Blab. You can get it on iPhone, but you can't get it on Android yet.
Maybe that's it. Yeah. Although one of my clients told me yesterday they had it, but I don't know how often they've been checking to see if they got it. Okay.
And do you know why, like ladies, either one of you, why it is that it was asking me when I went to go and try and get it, that I had to create pages, but I've actually already got pages set up in Facebook.
And how are you trying to access it?
I literally I Googled what is Facebook Live video and came up with a link, and I went, and it took me to a Facebook page saying, hello, welcome, set it up. But then it was saying, hello, Lottie, as if
I didn't do any of that. I just it just appeared on my page. I have been checking it like every 10 minutes since they announced that it's going to roll it out. So when you go to update your page, there's like at the bottom there's like a silhouette with circles around it, and you just click that to start a live stream. I haven't done one on my page yet. I was thinking I might today, but I think I might put it off a bit longer. But I have done them from my personal account just to see how they work.
Yeah, okay. Well, while you're talking, actually, I'm using an Android, so I'm actually going in to try and have a look and see if I can set it up, which would be brilliant. But even so, Amanda, so you've been using it, and again for you, I mean, we've been talking about some of the, and I know like the Mari Smiths of the world and so on, that we're seeing those pop up in our video stream. So how are you using it for? Are you using it for your tips that you're putting out there?
Business yet, and I tell you, as I'm kind of comfortable on Blab, as you probably know, I do videos every week, and I have been for years. But I find live streaming, just me in front of a camera, terrifying. So I'm building up to it. I've done a bit of periscoping, but I'm scared of that. But I have a plan of what I want to do.
You have to buy Lottie's book, Amanda. You'll have to buy Lottie's book. It's all about that.
Amanda, we're going to get you on camera some more.
I'm all right on camera, just the live streaming. I just go, but I'm doing Snapchat kind of 10 seconds at a time and getting used to it. I'm used to being able to edit out my mistakes. I think that's what it is. But I'm planning to do kind of like a weekly news review on my page. That's kind of what I think I'll use it for.
And that's the best way to learn. Like, there's a number of people who've popped into the room here. Hilary J. Steele, she's over in the UK. She's been doing lots of Blab. She's fab on Blab, by the way. And a number of other people. It really is simply by doing and getting yourself on camera. But this is a really nice way of doing it on Blab, because it's a really nice, safe community in here. And we love having this chats with people. So you can mess around, you can do a lot more and play and find what works then for you on camera. But this is what's going to be interesting with the live stream, the Facebook live stream, is, Carole, can I ask you first, what do you see as the potential for business for using Facebook live video?
Well, again, it's that whole thing of, and I'm always saying it to people really, that when you're on social and you're marketing your company as such, the thing that tends to get a lot more engagement a lot of the time is when they actually see the people behind the scenes. So one of the things I would see is that when you've got video, that you can use it to actually to really connect on a different level with users. So if they're seeing the people behind the brand. So as I say, if you're doing it in photographs, images at the moment, the next space to go to obviously is video. And again, things like what you're already doing, Lottie, in a lot of ways, is again at conferences or events. You can do on the spot asking, again, get interaction. What did you think about the event? What was the high point of the event for you? And people love that because they kind of, it's just a better way of connecting. So for that more deeper connection with your online community as such, I see it as being a really positive. I have kind of hesitations in my head, which I might talk about later, but I see that as being the real benefits of how it's going to be used. And again, the other thing is interviews. Again, interviewing somebody, a bit like we're doing in a way here today, but using it in a similar kind of way for, a couple of minutes, interviewing somebody. Again, it could be somebody that, your key speaker at the event, you get them afterwards, or whatever, again, and I mentioned Amanda. Amanda does lovely tips. She said, and I love your videos, Amanda, by the way. They're great. They're fantastic. So, again, interviewing somebody like Amanda, what's your tips? So, again, it's slightly different, just taking it a different way. But I see all of these as being really good ways of getting that deeper connection with your community. So,
and I can see Hilary J. Steele is commenting, saying, as with all platforms, as long as you have an objective, it makes sense to try it. Using it for the pages, but not personally. And Fred's saying, Frederica Roberts, that's Fred, who's another fellow PSA speaker, professional speaker, can't wait for it to be available to all of us. I'm on an Android phone. Whenever my colleagues and I are on the get-together for meetings, we have such a laugh and we take photos and post on social media. It would be great to share those moments with live video. And I think personally, like this Blab here is the one that I've seen that works most regularly, even though we can't get you on camera, Carole. But I think it's
I know. Sorry, I'm just reiterating, the hair is lovely.
I didn't even do mine. Oh, no.
Yeah, Amanda, you've got the courage to come on here. We've decided to go, you know what? If you're jumping into somebody else's Blab, we don't have to be camera ready anymore. We've decided, don't have to do that anymore. If you're doing your own Blab, yes, of course, look beautiful and gorgeous. But hey, I've just seen we've actually got a question here. We've got a question here from about that I want to answer from Fred. If it'll pop into the screen, how do I get rid of that one? There we go. Let's get rid of that. I've heard about it and can see that many of us don't have access to it yet in the UK. Yeah, that's the same, I think, in Ireland. So, Amanda, you might be able to tell any idea when it's going to become more widespread. Amanda, do you know more answers to that? Bearing in mind, you do have access to it in the middle of nowhere in Ireland.
I just thought of one other thing you might try. Actually, you're right. It's not available on Android yet. Now I'm remembering. Slowly my brain has ticked into place. It's only iOS at the moment. And one other thing you might try is I have my language on my Facebook set to English US, which was recommended to me years ago by someone at Facebook in order to get At the time, it was whatever they called the search back then when that first came out. And I've had it like that for years, and it should mean that, but maybe that has an effect. I don't know, but it's worth a try. But having said that, yeah, a client of mine, or a friend of mine, actually not a client of mine, messaged me on Snapchat yesterday to tell me she finally got it. So, and she's in Ireland too. So I'd say it is just rolling out slowly. Yeah. But do try that. If you are on your iPhone, try logging out, logging back in again. That might do it.
Okay, I've just typed up that tip from you there, Amanda. Hey, look, ladies, the time has just absolutely flown by. We're at our 15 minutes already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the recording. If anybody else has any other questions, I'll tell you what, just before I pause the recording, let's tweet out once more, live on air now with 2 fab Facebook coaches. And you can wave Amanda, we'll get the last 30 seconds going out on Twitter.
I'll wait for Carole too.
And we'll wait for Carole with her Carole's beautiful hair, everybody. So I'm going to press the stop recording. Thank you so much for joining me here on the Friday 15-minute video blab. And please do stay on. We'll have a bit more of an informal chat for a bit longer. See you after Easter. We're not doing Good Friday, but I will be on after Easter. Got some more treats and very exciting guests coming in. I've got April, I've got Americans, I've got people from the UK, I've got wonderful Fred, who's over in the corner here, who's going to be coming on talking about why be happy on camera, why this counts. So that's all going to be happening in April after Easter. So I'm going to wish everybody a very, very happy Easter to you all, and we'll see you next month after Easter time for the next Friday 15-minute video blab. Bye. Jumping back into the recording, because a couple of massive tips for people on Facebook video. Frederica Roberts, at Frederica_R, just said, saw that Rachel Einell was doing a Facebook Live video, and she said that you need to get the Facebook Mentions app and get verified. So not 100% sure what that actually means, seeing as I've lost my experts now, but that's a quick tip there for you. And Carole was also saying that a great benefit with the Facebook Live video is that, of course, as everything on Facebook, you can save the video if you like and share it on your timeline. So that way you can actually then start promoting and sharing and get your videos going viral out through your Facebook app, through your pages. But if you don't want to keep the video, you can always delete it. So thank you very much, Fred, for jumping back in. And she said, not sure if it's only celebs. It kicked off being for celebs, but now it seems that Facebook Live video is slowly creeping its way into our lives. So can't wait to see your videos soon. Speak to you on the next video blab very shortly after Easter.